Hello everybody, I am Chocolatier Games, and today I will be reviewing Turbo Pug, Turbo Pug Directors Cut, Turbo Pug 3D, and Super Mega Neo Pug that form what I like to call the Pug Quadrilogy. Okay, let's delve into this madness. I guess I should start at the beginning and how I came upon these games. I was perusing through the Steam summer sale in 2016 when I was greeted by a bundle called the Big Pack or something to that description, which was 40 games or so for about $5, so I bought it, because how could you refuse a deal like that? And out of all the mediocre and decent games, I found one called Super Mega Neo Pug, and because I love pugs, I couldn't pass that by, so I played it. The game was pretty standard, but I soon found the sequels, and I will now attempt something that no man or mortal has ever dared to attempt. I will review the entire Pug Quadrilogy. So let's start with Turbo Pug. Turbo Pug is a 2D infinite runner platformer where the only command you have is a jump, initiated by either the left mouse button or the space bar. You run through random biomes to one of a few random tunes. The game is simple and maddening at times, but I'm about to reveal the craziest feature to ever appear in any game. You can put hats on the pugs. The hats are in 3 categories. You have simple reskins, where the only things changed are the aesthetic of the pug. Gameplay changes, where you get something like reduced gravity or a double jump. And a mysterious 3rd category that neither I nor any human being has successfully reached. That's not true. I just couldn't get there because I'm not good and I don't have the patience for that. The game's okay. Now we have Turbo Pug Directors Cut. This is an expansion to Turbo Pug with some improved tracks, though most of the tracks are identical and the music follows suit. But the graphics are improved and it's more stylized towards the SNES era than Turbo Pug, which was more NES style. This one is way better, and I would encourage this over Turbo Pug. This one also adds letters that spell out Turbo Pug DX, but I don't know what happens when you spell that out, because the O and P are impossible to get. At all. Ever. Next up is Super Mega Neo Pug. Now, instead of a jump, you are flying through the air, dodging obstacles. This is the most differentiation out of any of these games. The gameplay involves controlling your Y-axis position via a Flappy Bird-esque control scheme, except using either the spacebar or the left mouse button, as is similar in Turbo Pug and Turbo Pug DX. This also introduces power-ups, such as the shield power-ups or the fire spitball things spitting power-ups. The game includes more variation on the music and graphics, and boss battles. The boss battles are interesting since the power-ups are temporary and infrequent, so you have to wait and dodge and wait for a power-up to appear, and dodge and wait and dodge and wait before you can hope to do any damage to them. This one, you know, this game is pretty good. It's pretty good. Next! The final game in the Pug Quadrilogy is Turbo Pug 3D. This one is interesting because it has my favorite aesthetic, but least favorite gameplay. The game uses voxel graphics, which I love, but at a camera tilted at an angle behind the pug, which I hate. That is the worst camera angle. You can barely see what's coming in front of you. It throws a wrench in the whole thing. It changes the perspective. I hate it. But this one has good hats and some better physics. For example, if you have a sombrero and you die, then the sombrero stays and just kind of falls to the ground, which is cool. And I like that. But there are things that I kind of don't like. So this is a sort of like and not like situation. Do you know what I mean? This one's okay. All joking aside, these games are pretty decent. I definitely wouldn't recommend buying all of them, but if you liked 1 or 2 of the ones you saw, then you definitely should check it out. They're only like $1, and I think you can buy all 4 for like $2.50. The games are innocent, fun, and quirky, so I give the Pug Quadrilogy a 7 out of 10. If you enjoyed this review and want to see others like it, consider supporting me on Patreon. The link is in the description. For just $1 or more per month, you can receive 2 extra written reviews and 2 extra episodes of the Indie Spot podcast to help entertain you throughout the week.